Hello, guys. My name is Vita, and I'm live streaming specially for you today from Ukraine. So, today, guys, I'm all yours for 2 hours, and today's topic is War Update Day 331. So, now for newbies who still don't know me probably, or for guys who just joined our channel, I would like to show some short video about myself that you guys have an idea who I am, what's my purpose, and what actually I'm doing here. So,
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts, or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
if we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. So, guys, first of all of us at ukrainedating.tv would like to thank you, all our loyal followers, because without you guys, our launch last year would not have been successful. So, thank you. Thanks to everybody very, very, very much. And we would like to share our growth goal for 2023, which is to hit 4,000 subscribers. At least we're gonna try and do our best, but of course, we need your help. And now to meet our goal, your continued support is the key. So we ask you kindly to spread our live streams, our videos between your colleagues, friends, in your social networks. So among people whom do you think will need this information and this precious advice we are sharing with you here? And one more exciting news in this new year, 2023. We know that you guys like watching our live streams here on YouTube, but some of you, due to some life schedule, work schedule, you prefer sometimes to read or listen while you drive instead. So now you can hear and see our amazing Ukrainian ladies' advice in your favorite formats: video, podcast, or even article. So the choice is all yours at ukrainedating.ca. And guys, as always, who would like to talk to me now by live camera, by live share? If you want to talk face to face on camera here, you need to do simply 2 steps. So you need to type the Streamyard link into your browser. But first of all, you must get verified, which you can do easily by following simple steps described in the description below this video and all the rest our videos. So, okay, guys, let's go start it. Hello once again. Please don't forget that you can ask me any type of questions, no matter what you want to know about Ukraine, our mysterious ladies, politics, war events, current events, history, mentality, character of our ladies. So any questions you would like to know. And guys, once again, hello to everyone. I see some guys already joined us. Thanks for that. And we're gonna start our topic today, which is actually war update day 331. So, guys, today I don't want, no, sorry, today is 332. 32nd day. So I don't want to bother you too much with talking, and I will share with you main events, main topics, and then I would be happy to answer all your questions. Yesterday, I know that some of your questions was left without my answering, so you're welcome today to ask them again if you're really interested to know my opinion, and actually any topic you would like to talk. Okay, so guys, for last week nothing super extraordinary happened, but some events, of course, and I would like to mention them briefly. So the most tragic event, probably some of you already have heard about that for this week, that was the helicopter crash happened near Bravary in the Kiev region on September 18. Actually, huge tragedy, absolutely senseless and not still understandable. So through the fall of helicopter, which, as you know, probably it fall just on the kindergarten, and kindergarten have been working at that moment. So kids were there, employees, teachers, nurses, some parents were just bringing kids at that time. So 14 people died there. One of them was a child, 5-year-old girl, unfortunately. Among the victims of the Ministry of Internal Affairs was Minister Denis Monastyrsky, which is absolutely great and huge loss for, of course, for relatives, first of all, for close people, but for the whole state, for the whole Ukraine, because he was really at his place. He did great his job. He was a very honest person, and experts say if not him, the situation in Ukraine during the war would be different. Would be different because he really did much for the current events in Ukraine. Also, State Secretary Yuri Lubkovich and the first intercessor of the minister, Yevgeny Yenin. In addition, guys, 25 injured people, among which 11 kids. So 10 out of these 14 victims were on board of helicopter. And the investigation, of course, of this tragedy already started. So SBU announced so far 3 main versions, which are obvious, I guess. The one is technically bad condition of helicopter, like something was wrong. There are some gossips, some chats about these types of helicopters, and seems like they were prohibited in Europe to be used before due to some disadvantages, but who knows, we're gonna check that. Also, one of the reasons was breaking the rules of flight. By the way, the commander of this helicopter was from Sumy. And intentional damage, kind of sabotage case. So we'll see. Probably next week we're gonna have some update about reasons, possible reasons. And hopefully all Ukrainians hope that the investigation will be fair and honest, and we really will know what actually happened there, because that's really great tragedy. So of course investigation takes time and efforts. All parts are gathering right now there, so the area separated from the rest. And employees of kindergarten who stayed alive, they met with the governor of Brovary with the request to rebuild, reconstruct, renovate the building, because building really suffered a lot. And though the tragedy happened just there at that location, people want to continue working at this specific kindergarten. So by the way, some gossips, I don't know, sometimes this helicopter was used by Zelensky, and actually Some experts says that that day Zaluzhny might be in that helicopter. So who knows actually? Was it that intentional damage? Somebody was paid to do kind of trick, or that was just non-responsibility or bad weather conditions or just unhappy coincidence. We need to learn that, of course, and we need to know. So today and tomorrow will be funerals. Already today were funerals in Kiev, and tomorrow will be. So local people keep bringing toys and flowers to the place of tragedy. Some injured people with great burns are going to be transported to Austria for further treatment. Thanks for them for exception of our injured people. That's very important because the equipment and the treatment quality of treatment, I guess, will be higher than we can afford here right now. So hopefully these people will get second chance. So guys, about some other news. Yesterday, some sabotage group made an attempt to cross Sumy Oblast border at 5 a.m. in the morning, but thanks God were withdrawn and scared away. So Russians keep shooting our region non-stop. Also, one teenager was injured, 17-year-old guy. He's hospitalized right now because they were shooting just intentionally, specifically to the residential private houses. So there were not any military places or locations or something, just private houses. So the guy was in the house, didn't have enough time to run away because that was artillery, not air raid sirens, so we don't get any. Sometimes we have, but later. So artillery shelling siren we get only after some few incoming hits, when we understand that something is going wrong. And that, of course, makes the risk much, much, much higher for people because they don't have actually time to get ready, to hide, and like to protect themselves. Also, among suffering regions, last days were absolutely Kherson, non-stop. They shoot it. Zaporozhye and Kramatorsk. In Kramatorsk as well, they got into school, into kindergarten. Things got, of course, not it's not working, but still, some people were killed, injured, and among them, if I'm not mistaken, as well was a child. The situation with electricity getting worse again. So deficit again. Yesterday, I was happy because that was kind of improving and we were a little bit lucky to get electricity a little bit more than usual. But today, again, like 18 hours out of 24, we don't have electricity. Sometimes even more, like 18, 20. I don't know why, but Sumy region is most suffering. Even in Kharkiv and Kiev, they don't have so long outages of electricity right now. So people start to be kind of furious because seems something is wrong. And the split of this deficit among regions seems not to be very honest and fair. So Sumy Oblast people and Sumy people start a little bit to show negative emotions, demand some explanations from local authorities. Somebody even today sent the official letter even to Kiev, to governmental authorities, to clear up the situation why Sumy region actually suffering most of all. Of course, we don't talk about Kherson, Zaporozhye, that's understandable. But I mean in more or less quiet regions. And especially if we think that Sumy region didn't get so many incoming hits just to infrastructure. Yeah, we get incoming hits every day, but not specifically to infrastructure. So we'll see what happens. So far the situation is catastrophic, kind of disaster. So and guys, the main, after this helicopter crash, of course, I guess all of you already know that happened Ramstein, right? Unfortunately, the delivering giving us tanks was blocked, again, as far as I understood, by Germany. The situation keep being strange with that. So Poland got furious, and the rest countries who were ready to give and who were waiting for this decision already quite disappointed. So no Leopard 2 for us right now so far. But at the same time, Germany promises not to make any obstacles to those countries who actually want to give tanks to us. So we'll see. A lot of countries actually were involved in the process of giving us really big military help, big package, military package. So Czech Republic, Slovakia want to give us 30 tanks. And anyway, though we are without tanks so far, but we are going to get really big package, including even Patriot systems, NASAMS, British tanks, Challenger 2, probably, and 600 missiles Brimstone. So I guess very, very good help. Archers from Sweden and Caesars from France. USA, of course, makes the biggest part of this help and will give Avengers, armored cars, Strikers, Bradleys, MRAPs, Outlanders, Humvee, and much more. Latvia as well announced giving helicopters, even Stingers, drones, and also ready to start training and preparing 2,000 of Ukrainian soldiers at a special military courses. From tomorrow, also Japan starts to train our sappers. So also good, and will keep helping us in some other ways. Estonia will send a lot of weapons and different military devices too. Also Denmark and Netherlands. So great thanks, absolutely million time thanks to all countries who participate in this help, who don't block this help, and who actually understand and realize if we don't stop this now, so the situation can spread on other European countries. So once again, thanks from every Ukrainian person for this help and for this chance to survive, because every weapon is a chance for Ukrainian people who are being killed actually day by day, every hour. So the more weapon we get, the less blood of our people will be. According to American Scouting Service, Russia lost around 1,088,000 soldiers killed and injured altogether. At least this number was announced yesterday at Ramstein. As for Bakhmut, guys, Bakhmut and Solidar situation is difficult, but keep fighting, both. Severe battles, absolutely. There, Bakhmut, as you know, fights began in August 2022. And in Bakhmut, before war, lived around 80,000 people. Now under 4,000 people. So you can imagine, personally, I cannot imagine how these people survive there and how they live, and actually how that's impossible, unfortunately. So one more news: on January 18th in Donbass was killed American commando Daniel Swift. I don't know if you heard about that. Interesting fact that the guy wasn't retired, so he was kind of active soldier, but was considered to be kind of escaping from military something. So actually authorities don't know where he has been till now, and since that time. So actually American guy wanted to help and protected our land. Anyway, thanks, great thanks to him, and unfortunately tragedy happens. One more interesting news about Wagner Group. They were announced as a terroristic group, finally. And Prigozhin wrote very funny, to my mind, letter to John Kirby, which consisted from the only sentence in Russian language. So actually that sentence sounds like that. Can I ask you the question? Can I ask you the question, and can you clarify what crime specifically committed Wagner? Thanks in advance, and his signature. And all that was in Russian language. So the guy of such level even couldn't make a kind of Google translate and thinks that he can write to security service of USA just in one sentence with an explanation. Just give me an answer. What we did wrong. Very interesting letter. So one more demonstration of total stupidity and ignorance, I guess. Really funny. So actually, guys, that's it for today. That's the main facts, the main points. What happened? We'll see what gonna happen further. Actually, we were announced that another massive rocket attack is preparing, going to be like in next few days, because in the Black Sea there are military ships with a total amount of 36, if I'm not mistaken, missiles. So we are actually getting ready for that. Getting ready. So guys, that's it for today. The main information. And I'm ready to answer all your questions. Hello once again to everybody. Thanks for joining me on this Saturday morning. And let me see whom we have today here. Gregory, hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. What, привет, hi. And good afternoon. Hello, hello. Gregory Vita, with all due to respect, you looked wonderful today. Thanks, guys. I made even photos today because I was making makeup absolutely in total darkness, just small lamp. And because we almost don't have electricity, so it's impossible even to charge fully phone and lanterns. So it's like, you cannot see actually what you are doing, just checking somehow. But thanks, I don't need too much makeup. I don't make it like too much. Yeah, but thanks for nice words. Always pleasant for women. Uh-huh. And thanks for compliments. Very nice to hear, guys. Very nice. Thanks. Tracy, hello. Nice to see you. Are you feeling any better? Because yesterday you were sick, I remember. Planetary Juan. Yeah, good evening. It's good to see you. Stay safe. Yeah, it seems like just in our location seems to be a little bit more quiet than usual, which also make us suspicious, because we always say there is a silence before thunder or hurricane, something like that. But we'll see. Anyway, they are preparing something, but now experts say, even American experts say, that they will not go in to try to attack Kyiv once again, because they clarified their main goals right now. It's Lugansk, Donetsk, Zaporozhye, and Khmelnytsk Oblast regions. So battles will be hot and hard for us. Yeah, but due to this military help and these new packages, I guess everything should be fine. We'll see. What? Germany okay with other countries giving Leopard? Sounds like great news. I believe Finland wanted to give some to Ukraine, and the Netherlands also have some of them that they can lend to Ukraine. I don't know about tanks from Netherlands and Finland, but I know that Poland wants to give very much. And they even said kind of like, we really don't care anymore because these tanks are ours and we can decide by ourselves whom to give. Cyprus made a very interesting announcement. They said we are ready to give tanks, another type, M70 something. Instead, if Europe give us Leopard second. So it's like, give me saucisse instead of meat or something like that. Why you guys, you are not in wartime right now, not some specific time, but anyway, they wanted to make kind of exchange. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, seems like it is like a great push, great step, and Europe started really to open the eyes. I guess Europe understand that. Europe understand that because this guy actually will never stop if he won't be stopped. And of course, Poland understand because they are like very close to us. And they keep telling, who told this? Medvedev, I guess, couple of days ago before Ramstein. Again, he made such a speech, like such a disgusting, absolutely disrespectful speech. I don't know why. He's authority. He's the voice of the government. He's the face of the country. He allows himself to use such ugly words. I understand, but like even if you see our authorities, our governmental authorities, even if they're angry, even if they are furious, they never use such words. They can use some bad like offensive words, but not to that extent. When he speaks, he seems to be totally insane. I don't know. He said, okay, if the France gives tanks or Caesars, okay, it's time for us to start bombing France. So you guys cannot occupy Ukraine, but you keep in mind to bomb France, Germany, America, whatever. So absolutely crazy people. So Europe start to understand, and more countries joined to the group who wants really to help because they understand we really need that. So we'll see. So actually, German said they won't make any obstacles. They won't be against if some countries who has these tanks decide to give to Ukraine. So we had the meme today. I wanted, you see, guys, today I didn't share with you any photos and videos, though I had a lot, but due to absolute lack of internet, absolutely low signal, and not possible even to download them and to resend. So unfortunately, I couldn't. But that's a great meme, like Scholz hugging huge leopard animal, huge leopard, and there is a signature. Like it's so nice to find the person who will try to keep you so hard as Scholz tried to keep leopards. So that was really funny photo. I wanted to share, but I couldn't even download that, unfortunately. But maybe next time, some funny situation. Who has -10? What? -1. So, and very foggy, pretty chilly and gloomy today. Yeah, we also have today, by the way, like -1, very windy, not so humid, but February seems to be quite okay. We're really waiting for spring, really. Today I picked up my tomatoes, which I bought last season because I told you I want to plant them like in the middle of the February. Seems like I bought really huge tomatoes, which are growing huge. Like one tomato can grow up to 2 meters and 2.5 meters. Oh my God! I start to think, where I should plant them because they will really take a lot of place. And the funny situation, I bought because my eyes were greedy when I saw the seeds in big mall, tomato tree. So not ordinary tomatoes, but kind of tomato tree, but only today. So that's also typical for any women, right? to catch it and then only to understand what is this. So actually, why not to look at this at supermarket and decide if you can plant that or not? So I read today on the package of seeds that these tomato trees, they are growing 5 years, kind of tree, 5 years. They were specially like were breeded to plant, to grow them in greenhouses. And actually, so 5 meters tall, just imagine 5 meters tall, what kind of greenhouse you have to have. And I don't know, unfortunately, the word, but you understand, all these leaves, all these can spare for 50 meters, for 50 square meters. So can you imagine this baobab, this absolutely sequoia, or I don't know, 50 square meters. And I got 2 packages, guys, not 2 seeds, even 2 packages. So funny. Yeah, but of course I will try. I will try. I will do my experiment. I will try to plant maybe 2, and after the first season, of course, I will need to dig them out, to throw them away, unfortunately. But even at home, you can't. If it's just 2-3 meters, then it's fine, but 5 meters, impossible. But I was greedy to see the results. If you grow them up correctly, you can get up to 1.5 tons of tomatoes from one of these tomato tree. Can you imagine, guys? I can be rich girl, right? So I can sell those tomatoes, not only for my family needs, but also become a millionaire. If I sell all tomatoes, I buy seeds and decided to plant. Craziness, but we'll see. Experiment is always nice. So disappointment at the end of the season, of the harvesting season, again. Okay, so the weather was not good this year, was too humid or too hot or something, or too many bugs, too much bugs, some diseases. So unfortunately, no tomatoes again, but I want to try. Every year is the same. We are so tired at the end of harvesting season. So I said, okay, enough. I just don't want. I want just tomatoes, cucumbers, some strawberries, some berries, some fruits, and that's it. That's it. You're so tired, you don't want that garden. But when season comes closer, you again becomes greedy. You want, oh, why not to plant this? Why not to plant that? You start, and then again, the result is the same at the end of the season. So wishes circle, merry-go-round. We'll see. Tracy, I'm still fighting off a cough and chest congestion. Fortunately, it's not that kind of cold here. It's about +3 currently, but should have a higher around +12. Okay, almost the same weather like here, right? So stay safe, stay warm, stay under the blanket with hot drinks. What? With no idea about other countries, but the Netherlands is given parts of the patriot system. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I wanted to mention that too, and I know that you are from Netherlands, and of course I wanted to mention every country and to give the list, but due to absolutely lack of internet, I couldn't even download the data. So the main facts which I heard, which I managed to read even yesterday, so I just kept in my mind, but nothing like really many details I couldn't mention because I didn't want to lie. But yeah, Netherlands is going to give some patriot system, and rockets, delivering 100 commercially bought vehicles that have anti-craft guns. Cool. That will help us. Great. Tracy, I'm sorry. Be careful, and I hope that's not COVID or something like that. Maybe need some antibiotics already if you have this cough for 1 week or something. So think about that. I don't know if you have a fever, but maybe needs some kind of help of antibiotics already. What? And 70 soldiers from Netherlands Marine Corps will be training 400 Ukrainian soldiers over the next few months. Great. Really, really, really nice. So I guess Russia cannot win when the whole world gathered together and helped with everything. Every country helped with everything what they can. So that's probably, if not that help, we won't survive by now. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't survive, but still lots of people here suffering. Ron, hello. I hoping that they training pilots also for F-16. Yes, exactly. And not say they just show up flying in your country. Yeah, I guess, guys, due to politics and politician reasons, right? Of course, the whole package of Rammstein, I guess, won't be announced to public, right? Due to security reasons. I guess much more interesting things are coming to us. And yes, I know that we don't have these airplanes right now, but our pilots already get some training, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. So we understand why and for what for, right? So yeah. What note? Netherlands Marine Corps is our elite naval infantry corps. Okay. Okay. So they are professionals and will teach our soldiers to be more professionals. Yeah, you saw, guys, this, I forget to mention, you saw this performance, this circus performance with some anti-aircraft systems, which Kremlin put just on the Red Square, just on the houses, just on top, on roof, actually, like residential area where people walking. And but as expert says, like if that was like a different ideas about this fact. Some thinks that that's just a demonstration for inner public, for Russians, like to exaggerate the risk because they are kind of afraid of our drones, our Ukrainian drones, which can fly like around up to 1000 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. We discussed that too earlier. So like to motivate, to encourage more military spirit among Russian people, to show that like the real danger, because they say if that would have done for military reasons, they would do that more secretly, not so open. So actually, the main task probably were to show to people that there is danger. But that seems really strange. In Moscow, just in the center, these military systems standing on the roofs of houses. Ah. Tracy, okay, Vita, I need a chicken update. By the way, guys, my chickens start to give me eggs, not so much as I would like to, but still, since we mentioned that last time, and I told you 0 when I showed you the photos, you remember, I got 3 more eggs, 3 more from 12. From 12 chickens, 3 more eggs, but that's the beginning. Spring is coming, spring is in the air, so I guess now I need to think about buying the rooster I'm looking for to organize them. And until they were bold and in a very bad and sick condition, we were keeping them, of course, in absolute warmth, in closed barn, never let them go out because big frost were. But now we let them out for the fresh air. And that's strange. The chickens which I got from neighbors, which moved for winter to apartment, I told you as well, if some of you remember. So these chickens immediately got out. They were curious. They feel probably this fresh air, and they spent all day outside. The chickens from chicken factory, they don't understand what's going on and keep sitting inside. So We'll see. We'll see. Later, maybe they will get used to that, and curiosity will win. So they will try to get out. But I think it would be good for them to get some sun, some bugs, maybe, because they are digging ground. So 3 more eggs. Cool. Mhm. Bill Unger. No eggs in California. You can find them. They are $10 a dozen. $10 for 10 for 12, right? Dozen, that's 12. For 12 eggs. That's incredible. That's incredible. Here you can buy around for $10 you can buy 2 kilograms of meat, or maybe even more, 2.5. So about eggs, prices for eggs a little bit cheaper right now here. So maybe you can buy like 80 eggs, I guess 80 eggs for $10. So incredible price. You don't have chickens there, or what's the problem? It's the rare occasion to have chicken. You don't have chicken farms, or what? Why so precious product? Or everybody decide that the eggs are the main product you need to have at home, so the demand increased the price. So what's that? Just ordinary eggs. What? It are 15 weeks of rigorous training, both physically and mentally. Supposedly, they have a very hard training program, primarily focused around hardships. Only about 50 pass phase one. There are 2 phases. Ooh, so even kind of examination, kind of test will be. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that such kind of trainings will be really hard and difficult. I told you, godfather of my younger daughter, he got trained. He got trained in Ireland or in Great Britain. So he told me that the training were really hard physically, absolutely like exhausting. But who managed? I guess that will be much easier for them here. So yeah, he wanted actually to get there for the second time, and he was really good there. He was kind of commander, something like the leader of the group, because he knows English a little bit. So he was translating for all the rest guys. But we'll see. So far, he is in hot zone. What? There is a supermarket franchise that sells 10 eggs for 2.5 actually euro, which is like 1.6 euro cheaper than other franchises. Yeah, very expensive. Very expensive. It's a deficit eggs, or people like too much, or not so many chickens in the country. Why? Tracy, that's awesome, but maybe you need to show them a frying pan and threaten them with no eggs, and you end up in the pan. Probably yes. We do that, by the way. We have these prejudices about plants, especially fruit trees. Sometimes due to some reasons, fruit trees start to fade, to die, or maybe just big tree but never given fruits or berries or something. So actually you have kind of good big tree but nothing from it, zero effect, right, of efforts. And actually they say you need to scare them, to threaten them with kind of sharp things, that you're gonna cut that. And sometimes people say that works. So maybe chickens needs that too. But these breed of chickens I really like. They look nice. They are purely white, and they are not aggressive like another one, brown and red, which I used to have before. They are real monsters. I really don't like chickens. Ducks, to my mind, much smarter. They are silent, and they are more, how it is to say correct, more intelligent. They understand much more, much more intellect. They have chickens, not, and they are cruel, which I really don't like about chickens. They are cruel. They can eat each other. They can fight with each other. If they see one of the chicken get weak, like get sick, like, passive, they can start beat and eat it until it's alive. And this I cannot understand, really. Sometimes I say it, by the way, one of wounded chicken like that, but I need to separate that in another barn. So I don't like this white breed. I like, because they are not aggressive. And when I read about this breed, they are not doing such things. So we'll see. This one I like more. Bill, maybe chicken COVID. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. Bill, they have an avian flu and are killing all the chickens. Ah, I see. They say to prevent spread of flu. I see. So since no eggs in stores, the price went up. Uh-huh. I see. That's the reason. Okay. What? Vita phase 1 speed match. Run carrying a rucksack weighing about 40 pounds, about 18 something kilogram, and weapons. Last 5 miles, about 8 kilometers, and has to be completed in under 50 minutes. When I was younger and I was going in for sport, and I used to be fitness coach, so I had a habit. I used to run, to jog actually, or to run every morning 13 kilometers. Oh my God, craziness. When I think now about running 13 kilometers, I would die. But every morning, really, I did that, and quite fast, but I don't remember the time. I always have been participating in competitions for running. Long distance for me much better. I'm good at that, but for short distance, I'm really bad. I am really bad, not for me. So I'm more sprinter or styer. Styer, I guess. Sprinter is for short distance, right? So I'm more styer. Yeah. Bill, can you imagine if the government killed people to stop the spread of flu? Oh, yeah, can be. I guess in this world, nothing will really surprise me anymore. After what's going on all over the world for last like 3, 4, 5 years, including COVID and all those restrictions and limitations and means what they do to prevent or to stop that, absurd sometimes. Absurd, absolutely. You think it's not possible, but after some time they implement absolutely incredible things into real life. You got shocked, but you get used to that. So who would think 10 years ago or even 5 years ago that to fly to another country or to enter a restaurant or cafe or gym, you need some shitty yellow pass, like COVID pass or something? Incredible, really. Incredible. So, some movies, they demonstrate these ideas. Some movies about global catastrophes, like global disasters. Also one movie about not COVID specifically, but about such disease, like, which seems absolutely like absolute scenario, same scenario like we have, not now, like 1-2 years ago, like before this war. So almost same scenario. These filtration camps, when people close, then people cannot go out, and they try to see who is sick, and people try to hide the symptoms. So if you watch that movie like 5-10 years ago. What was the name? Contagious. This is adjective, but that was contagionous or something. So really scary movie, but reflects the nowadays situation. I guess due to this war, probably the attention will be distracted more from COVID, and people will understand that war is much more dangerous than COVID, and these restrictions will go away somehow, because that's also kind of movie, kind of circus. That's not about that you understand. That's not about I don't believe in COVID. No, absolutely. If you want to know my opinion, I'm absolutely against vaccination. Absolutely. Absolutely. But of course, I believe in COVID. Yeah. Bill, what? I was in track in field and can lift heavy. I know I can run it under 50 minutes. Great. So you need to join then our soldiers. You need to join to show them class, to show them, to be as an example for them. That was really hard. I saw guys really carry on them really heavy stuff, a lot of, and I can imagine that really difficult for them when it's hot in Ukraine in summer, and when it's cold in winter, when it's heavy raining day by day, and to carry all those things, to run, to not to have like normal conditions, really difficult. Tracy, chickens may be annoying, but I've been around worse. One of my grandmothers had peacocks, pavlini. Okay, peacocks, I know, nice birds, very loud and aggressive. Peacocks aggressive? I know that they are loud, but I never heard they are aggressive. You are not confusing them with turkeys, no? Because turkeys can be aggressive, really. We were thinking about turkeys. But when you keep turkeys, you need a lot of space, and not to keep them together with other, like ducks or chickens, because they can really be aggressive. But peacocks look nice. We had geese. But and I grow them from eggs from incubator, and we got really a lot of them, around 30 geese. But what I don't like in them, again, that's aggressivity. I don't like aggressive animals, no matter chickens or ducks or geese. And they, of course, dominate males. They start to fight, and they really seriously fight. I saw one fight between two males, and one male was weaker, was smaller by size, and the one leader, he was trying to sink him in the bathroom. We had a bathroom like digged in the ground with water that they can swim, and that was even up to blood. So I don't want to control them in this way. I don't want to worry about weaker ones. I don't want to fight with them too, because I was trying to throw some sticks. They don't care. When he is aggressive, he doesn't care, actually. But the rooster, I had crazy rooster who was attacking me all the time. When I come to their place to feed them, rooster, oh my God, that was a real issue for me to come inside and to give them food and water, to wash that everything. I have to have big stick, like, commando. I have to beat him couple of times until he's a little bit, out of mind. I am very fast to give food, to give water, and run away, because he was really crazy. Once he attacked me from behind. I lost attention, and I bent to change the water, and he attacked me. And that was not nice. So since then I don't have roosters, but a rooster is good, to hear his waking up in the morning and in the evening, kind of village lifestyle. I like the sound, but should be not aggressive. I don't like aggressivity in animals. These chickens, I can tell you, they are crazy. When the sparrows come to the grain which we give them, so we give them food, and sparrows come in sometimes, they can catch the sparrows and no sparrow in 1 minute. This I cannot understand. So like they are meat eaters as well, like cannibals. So not actually my type of animals. Ai, what? They are trained to survive under all climatological and geographical circumstances, of course, like swamps, hills, mountains, hot rain, snow, yeah, and must be able to survive on their own for 72 hours with zero support. Yeah, that's understandable. That's kind of commando, right? I had a friend before, I don't know where the guy is, but when I was younger, I had a friend from Kiev. He was uh, more than 2 meters high, like really big guy, and he was kind of commander in French Legion, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. When he was telling the stories, it was, I don't know if that's true. If that's true, he told me when they were running. So actually, that was a special group which never, which must survive only by their own. So if something happens, nobody will take them back. Nobody will come to help them, to assist them, like helicopter or airplane or some additional groups. No. So if they survive, they survive. If not, then not. So they were in some jungles or something. I don't remember where exactly because it was many, many years ago. But what I remember and what shocked me, let me know if you think that can be true. I guess can be. So when they were running for a few days, like maybe 2 3 days, and all their biological needs, you understand what I mean, hopefully they do keep running non-stop. And normally after running for 2 3 days, like they can't stop by themselves. They need to use some special injections or something, because kind of robots or something. I don't know. That's the story which I heard from real person whom I knew for many years. So I guess something can exist, but let me know, guys, what do you think about that? He was really huge. The guy was really huge. Really. I don't say that huge guys can be more surviving or more powerful, but like he was looking like a monster, really. Tracy, maybe not usually, but I was chased by a herd of them as a kid, as they sound like someone is strangling them. Yeah, peacocks. So nice. You have experience. Once I was thinking about one peacock. Some you can buy, by the way, them not expensive here, but just you need a special location for them in winter, of course, because they like warmth, not like chickens. They need to be heated in the winter. That I don't have. So, but I had once that idea. Would be nice to have one. Yeah, Tracy, geese are crazy aggressive too. Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of stories then geese attack kids can be really cruel, and they can really damage, not only to scare you, they can really hurt you, can make some serious wounds and injuries. Yeah, that's why I said to my husband, no geese anymore. I don't want anymore. Ducks, I have ducks. I like them very much. They're big, but male, when they become mature, like grown up, they start to fight as well. Quite serious. I have to separate these males. I have to separate them always, because nature wins. Basic instincts, right? Tom, hello, good morning, good morning. I'm at work today, but I will watch the stream later. Okay, have a good working day. I'm sorry you have to work on Saturday, but I guess after you will have a good rest. So, guys, we have around 55, maybe a little bit less. You remember yesterday what happened? I showed you video and then electricity gone. Thanks God it was at the end of stream, right? Not in the middle or something. And my lamp was out of charge and electricity gone. So some unhappy coincidence. But I was happy it was like really when I finished talking to you guys. So I need to be careful and maybe finish like a couple of minutes before. Tom, my friend worked on a turkey ranch. He said Turkish can swarm you suddenly. Yes, yes, yes. Turkey can be aggressive too, and they are big. They are big, and they don't stand other animals like chickens or ducks next to them. Can attack. So you need to keep them separately, but it's still seducing for me. Big temptation, because even if you have them, a lot of food you can get after and not for a long time. So maybe I will try one more experiment. You know what's great in living in private house? You can do actually what you want, what you cannot afford living in the city or in apartment. So actually you can have so many cats as you want, so many dogs as you want. You can try chickens, geese, even fish. My neighbor, by the way, he for few years he had a fish just on the garden, big metal barrel. He dig it inside and with the water, and he had fish. He was feeding them, and he had like quite a big fish just in the garden. So that can be cool too, right? So that's what I like really in private house. If you don't like or something went wrong, you always can stop that monkey business. Let's call it monkey business. So if the effect doesn't satisfy you or doesn't please you, so you can always stop that. But you actually can do what you want. Freedom, the special feeling, freedom. Your territory, your land, you can do what you want. You can sleep outside, you can walk, not naked, of course, not naked, but still, you can plant different things as an experiment. That's really cool. I don't understand people who especially ladies who don't want to live in a private house. I understand that always demand hard work 24/7. You always will find the work in the private house, always. But the fresh air, singing birds, absolutely different atmosphere, silence, and the ability to do almost what you want, right? We live in society anyway, and we should think about people around. But in the location like I have, really, I can do almost all what I want. So that's not a problem. So that's great, I guess. So guys, all of you, I wish to all of you to find and to be able to buy your dream house as big as you want, with a great green territory that you can experiment and be happy like I am. So I wish to all of you, whoever wants, of course. But what? Geese walk around on the roads with their flock, and goslings not caring about others here. Yeah, they don't take kindly to people that approach them. So, yeah, geese. Geese, you mean the wild geese, right? Wild geese. Not some ones, not domestic or wild. Tracy, maybe you should get ostrich. That way, 1 or 2 eggs can feed a couple of families. Oh no, they are too big. Oh my God, where I can take them? I think we have ostrich farm. I don't know if it's still here and if it's still alive, but before war, yeah, and could be some excursion there, so you can go there, you can look at them, feed them. So yeah, would be nice, but I guess they're too big and too expensive, I guess. But eggs, yeah, eggs are really cool. Yeah, with one egg you can do a lot of food. Yeah, big omelets. What exactly? Yeah. Tom, I had 3 geese before. A hard-boiled goose egg is a meal. Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. But actually, and that's not difficult to grow them because they eat more grass than crops, than grains. So it's cheaper. For example, to keep geese much cheaper than chickens. The same with ducks. The same with ducks. But because ducks and geese they prefer more grass and they grow up good on grass. Of course, you give grains, all these crops and like corn and everything, potato, whatever you can give them. But chickens can eat for non-stop. Non-stop. Doesn't matter how much you give them. They will eat non-stop. Ducks in this way absolutely different. They eat the portion and that's it. Not so much. But grass, yeah, they would like to have it a lot. But as for stuff you need to buy, they are much cheaper to keep. What? Okay, wild geese. Okay, guess you. Got you. Wild geese, yeah. Ooh, Gregory, I used to raise pigs in Puerto Rico. Ooh, that's cool. I wanted pigs also, but I wanted Vietnamese pigs, but not a good idea because, then when you need to say goodbye one day, that's not great. And Vietnamese pigs, I know that they are like dogs, very smart, and they get used to the owner and they can follow you. So I wanted to have one small for kids that they can take care of this, play with that, walk them around. That's nice, but Vietnamese pig can be big as well. So I left that idea. Mhm. Kona, Gregory, that's the name of the breed because I don't know what you mean by Kona. Special breed of these pigs. Pigs were for a very long time one of my favorite animals, by the way. You know why? Because when I was younger, I was like maybe 10, 11 years old. I used to go to the village to my grandmother, and they had there few pigs and always small piggies, kids. And they were so nice and so sweet. They let them out to the yard. And I remember grandma gave them big pot of milk because they had cow as well. And when they were drinking this milk, they were cleaned their noses, this round one. And when they looked at you, these pink roses absolutely milk dropping, flooding from their noses. That was such a sweet image. I remember that since childhood. Since then, pigs were my favorite animals. I really like them. But they say they can be aggressive too somehow, but smart. Yeah. Tom, geese only lay eggs in early spring. Big hit on Easter. Yeah, I had a duck that laid one egg every day. Chickens stop in cold winter. Yeah, chickens stop in cold winter, but I can tell you if the conditions are good, chickens can lay eggs in winter too. Before, I had eggs even in winter. Yeah, but normally, of course, yeah, spring, summer, yeah, duck as well. Yeah, only in spring and in summer. Yeah. Jack, hello, hello. I fed and petted wild Canadian geese, 2 hours ago. Ooh, really? So it's to the topic we're discussing here in a mall parking lot in South Atlanta, Georgia. Cool. It was a little surprising. They wanted the bread. Never saw so many getting warm on the asphalt sun. Great. So they came by themselves and let you touch them. That's great. That's great. So nice. So guys, before guys, you when you think about your next questions, so don't be shy. Any type of questions you remember: politics, war, girls, single mothers, and whatever, scammers, money questions. So whatever you want to know, if you have some question in your mind, don't be afraid to ask that to be out of topic, right? So that's not like that. So we discuss in any topics you see, starting from girls up to borscht and geese and eggs and war. So whatever is interesting to discuss, to know how it's in Ukraine. So please feel free. Please feel free. You're always welcome, you know. So I would like to, until you guys give me your new questions. So I would like to remind to our great viewers to subscribe, who still didn't do that, probably to give your likes and to hit the bell. So if you love our streaming and want to support us in sharing the truth with you here, so we would really appreciate if you would share the love by subscribing, because you know our goal in this 2023 is 40,000 subscribers. At least we're gonna try, and you can help us with that. And if you want YouTube to let you know every time we go live, hit the bell. Very simple step, simple movement by your finger, right? And guys, I just wanted to send once again that we are super grateful for all your donations, no matter what kind of what amount you donate. But that's every coin, every dollar is very precious for us, because it helps us to cover our monthly expenses. So, and that help us to continue working especially for you. So we just need 40 followers to donate a small Starbucks coffee daily. And you remember about our mission here at ukrainedating.tv is to educate you foreign Western guys, to help you, to instruct you, to give you some really good and true points how to be successful and how to build actually your successful international marriage, if you have this desire, of course. And want to mention once again the list of our guys, our 3 VIP donors, who are Thomas Ramsey, John Zuniga, Jacob Dickerson. And as our big thank to you, we are giving them founding member status, which comes with a special privileges, including one free $75 value Zoom coaching session with Жанна. And as well want to mention another guys, Juan Vasquez, Anton Nortier, Carson Hicks, J.C. Ollier, Kevin Irwin, William Unger, Rodney Podesta. By the way, Rodney lost few days, doesn't join our live streams, probably busy. Bradford Hazard, Jesse Kelly, and Mark Alexander Sullivan. So thank you guys for all your support and all your great help here. And every month, you know, I told you already, so we're gonna recognize the largest donor with a shout out, and he will be awarded with the title of his choosing, such as Mr. Hulk, and he will receive $175 value Zoom coaching with our beautiful Жанна. So you can donate to support us at Match Guarantee, spelled with a Y, /donate. The link, guys, you can find here in our as well below this video and all the rest. So here is the link. Here is the link for donation. Whoever wants, whoever can, able, who feels comfortable with that, and the cat, no pressure, of course. So doesn't matter. Any amount is absolutely valuable for us. Okay. So, and we continue, guys. I'm ready to answer your questions. Okay. Questions. Carson Hicks, hello. Do ladies need a COVID vaccination to leave Ukraine? No, guys. Right now, we don't need nothing like that. Nobody check, nobody ask, nothing. Nothing, absolutely. So you are free to leave, absolutely. You just need your suitcase, your foreign passport, desirably. If you're from absolutely hot zones, like occupied territories or something, so you just run away. You can have just your Ukrainian inner passport, money for transportation, and that's it. So nothing special like invitation, COVID vaccination, COVID pass, nothing you need to cross the border. So you are free to leave. All girls free to leave. So also remember about that, because I know the latest update because of my work as well, what's going on the border control, and the border checkpoints, right? So if you are interested in that, ask me. Don't be shame. And if some of you ladies explain you that that's difficult right now to leave the country, mm, and they need some special documents, some time, some preparation, some extra money, of course. So that's not true. Okay, so if you are dating with someone online, dating, have some relationship, and somebody try to explain you about extra additional conditions, so you can always ask me and I will tell you what's the truth or not. Okay. Gregory, are you on tomorrow, Vita? Yes. I am tomorrow, guys. I will be here if nothing extraordinary happens. Hopefully, 4 p.m. Ukrainian time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. So, if everything is fine, yeah, that time I will be with you tomorrow for 2 hours. So, yeah, I guess if everything is fine, yeah. So by schedule, 4 p.m. tomorrow, Ukrainian time, 9 a.m. Eastern. So you're welcome. Tom, I mentioned before that my girlfriend is in Russia. I remember, Tom. Yeah. And you're trying to get her visa and some documents that she can leave. Yeah. She has a friend in Kiev. I want to bring her to USA ASAP. I have known her for 2 years. She's 26. Maybe match guarantee guys will be interested. She is pretty. Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah. So that's not difficult right now. Of course, you need money for that transportation, for transport expenses, godness, slip of the tongue, but nothing super extraordinary you need right now, like last year, for example. That was a real issue. When my people right now crossing the border, I actually don't care because I know they will cross for sure, so I can sleep at night. But last year and before, you never sleep when the bus crosses the border because you never sure. And can be some urgent questions and some additional documents need to be done very fast. So that was a real issue. And these biometrical days, only 90 days, and people change their passports for new ones, or some get deportation and then they change for new. Oh my God. Oh my God, somebody didn't pay penalty, somebody didn't pay alimony, somebody get like too big credit at the bank. What's wrong with this lamp? Like this better? I don't know why it's fading all the time. So, yeah, use this chance, guys. Whoever is dating and thinking about taking your girl, use this chance right now. Or who is thinking about starting dating. So also a good chance until, that's not correct to say, until the war is going on, right? But for you, it's a benefit in regard to bring your lady there. So it's much, much easier and cheaper right now. So think about that. Strange. Yeah. Carson Hicks, thank you. I was wondering. Yeah, no problem. Any questions? Gregory, everything will be fine, Vita. Of course will be fine because I'm going to plant tomato trees, which is 5 meters high and takes 50 square meters around to get 1.5 tons of tomatoes. Of course, that everything must be fine because I have such a great plans for spring. Yeah, must be. Bill, Vita, your chickens are refusing to lay eggs because they are on strike after they heard that they are killing chickens for having a flu. Yeah, no, these chickens, not those whom I had last year. And yeah, unfortunately, when the war began, we had to say goodbye to all our chickens because everything was closed, blocked, and we just simply couldn't find the food for them. So until we had some porridge, like some, potato peels or something, some rest of vegetables, leftovers of our food, we could share. But after that was like a real, you just cannot feed. You don't have even money to buy and place to buy, where to buy. So we had to say goodbye. But as for chickens, I used to have them until their natural death. So like 5 years, I had really old chickens, really old chickens. So guys, 30 minutes we have. 30 minutes. Tom, can my friend just go to Poland? What does she need to get to USA? Yes, she can go to Poland every day, and that's cheap and easy. Just need to take the bus. That's it, really easy. And to get to USA, I think this program you can find in Google, even U4U, U4U. So she needs to register there, or you need to register her, and you need to apply that you're gonna be her sponsor, like you give guarantee that you will take care of her, and they make kind of electronical invitation that's doing online, and they can get this approval very fast, and then she can just come to Warsaw and fly to USA from there. So actually, not difficult, not difficult. Of course of tickets, right? Of these travel expenses, but absolutely possible right now. And if she will find the guy to get married while she will get this refugee status, so also she can stay there forever. No 1K1 visa or something like that right now. But what, Vita? Speaking of your animals, how long have you had your animals, and what made you decide to have them? What animals you mean right now? These chickens and ducks, or cats and dogs? If we talk about chickens and ducks, I think to have such a great possibility to have a garden, to have a place, uh, that would be strange not to have some domestic product for your kids. I believe in you live in fresh air next to the forest, next to the river, to have your own fruits, vegetables, and eggs. That's really great. That's really great. And then with what you're feeding. You know that you don't give any medication. Now, sometimes, but you then take the time period when you cannot eat eggs, of course, because some medications should be given sometimes, but that's not like broilers, or you need some stimulators for growth or something. Natural lifestyle. I like that. So chickens, the godfather of my elder daughter, she brought me one big chicken from the village. She just brought it to me for my birthday and said, "Oh, here you are. You get it now." I didn't have any barn, any place to keep this chicken. I was shocked. And then, of course, you cannot leave just one chicken, right? You need the company, because chickens, by the way, they are very sociable animals. They cannot live alone. They start to become gloomy, sad, and then finally they die. So they need company. One by one, one by one, one by one, I bought those chickens. Then we decided to try these. So we got eggs. We grow them from incubator, and but I didn't like them because they're aggressive. Then we decided to get ducks. So you buy ducks, then they give you eggs, and then it's like, circle, like a constant process. As for cats and dogs, Some were present, some were found by me, which were lost, some were saved. I always think I was always wanted animals when I was a child. I had one dog, and I always dreamed probably to have more. And I think animals at home makes kids kinder, more responsible, more understanding, more loyal. And when you have territory, when you have space, and when you have one dog, you think, oh, one extra cat, nothing will change in this situation, right? Not so big expenses if one animal more. And then another one you found somewhere in the street, or somebody tried to give it to you because the puppy lives in a bad conditions, and somebody needs to leave, and please take it, or I had to throw it away. Okay, you decide, okay, I take it. So one more puppy, and then one more kitten, and one more puppy, and then somebody, no, you're a responsible person, and something like due to some circumstances, oh, please take it, again and again. And in this way, I'm not the person to say no too much. The last puppy by me was found on the street, at the bus stop in the very cold evening, late dark evening. And it was the boy around 1.5 months. He was even smelling with the milk still. He had this smell. And what I should do, to pass by and to leave it crying there? No, I took it. I was thinking to find new owners, but then you start to wash it, you start to take care, it sleeps with you, and you start loving it. And okay, one more. So one more, but so far I should say stop, because I have too much. Too much, really, really too much craziness, especially at wartime. It's really expensive to keep them right now. It really takes money, really big money. Before war, that wasn't so big expenses. I had a very good supply, some good place out of the city, and they really were selling for me these meat products really cheap, really cheap. So that was okay, absolutely. Right now they are closed, and I have to find resources, new places to buy this food for them, and that really cost much. Yeah, so now that's a problem. So for now, stop. Uh, yeah, that's the story of my animals. Tom, you're welcome. You're welcome always. Gregory, thanks. You too. You too. Have a good Saturday. Hopefully you will enjoy it and we'll have nice time today. What? Yes, they will get stressed and lonely. Yeah, I had the last one, chicken, which I left when the war started, and ducks, few ducks. So anyway, the chicken, she wasn't alone. She was with ducks, but she didn't have the same group of animals next to her. So she just looked to get sick and just died. And my husband said, thanks God I didn't need to cut her, because we really don't like that. We hate that. That's why actually we actually keep them for eggs, more for eggs and for for kids, because the younger daughter, she really likes to feed them in the summer, to give them water, to give them grass, to play with them, to touch them. They really look nice. And they have really nice ducks. Big one, black, good color, really nice color. So we used to keep them really until they are old, really until they are old. So when the chicken died by herself, we were happy. I mean, that we didn't have to do anything. So, yeah. Yeah, they get stressed. Absolutely. Yeah. Gregory, bye bye. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Have a nice day. But what? It takes a lot of responsibility to have and care for animals. Shows what type of person the owner is as well. Of course, because you cannot travel, because you don't have nobody who will take care about them. You cannot go till late at night to guests. You have to stay at night at home always, because you know you need to give water and food for chickens, ducks. You need to close them in barn. You need to put them inside, that they are not staying outside. And as for dogs and cats, of course, you need to let them out and you need to feed them. And if you are absent for many hours, you always remember that probably they need toilet or something, and you always like in a hurry. That's of course. And to travel with them, of course, that's impossible with such an amount. Yeah. So Ronald, hello. Thanks for joining. I have had mine for about 2 years. Whom specifically? Chickens or ducks or dogs or cats? Let us know. Ronald, my parrot belongs to a friend of mine who knew I was looking for a parrot and she didn't have enough time to spend with her parrot. Okay, parrot can be really nice. I was thinking about parrot once, like big one, kakadu, this blue one, because the blue is my favorite color. And I really dreamt about this blue and yellow, nice color parrot. But as I live in a private house, and when it's warm, I have my windows and door open. So I just think that's not a good idea, because to keep that in cage, that's not good. They're very sociable. They need freedom to fly, to go, to move with you actually. So actually, I understand that's a great risk. He can fly away. So we decided that's not a good idea. Carson, I need to go. Bye bye. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Thanks for coming. So, guys, around 20 minutes we have with you. Hi, Jacob. Oh, Jacob. Hello. Hello, Vita and everyone. Hello. Today we are discussing, you just joined us, I guess. So today we were discussing war update, Rammstein, tanks, training our soldiers in European countries, and of course, chicken, geese, pets, animals, how to keep them, how to breed them, and the privileges, the advantages of living in a private house, actually in suburban. So you can join our conversation, and we are waiting for your questions, guys. Yeah, questions. Don't let me keep silence, because I need to talk. Jacob, chickens are a hot item to have right now. Haha. Yeah. You remember. That's why I decided. But that was really a stupid idea. I really spent big money on them. They were in absolutely awful condition, like almost dead, And we lost actually 7 chickens, which costed unfairly expensive. And of course, I thought, due to the prices for eggs, I thought like in a couple of months I will have balance, but no. So I was scammed by chickens, you see. I was naive enough to think I will recover them, treat them, give them good conditions, and they will thank me with eggs. But no, unfortunately. Tom, dear Vita, one calls you the brain, I call you our earth. Thanks. I'm very happy to be useful, guys, for you, really. So yeah, prices for chickens as well. We discussed today, absolutely like golden. Eggs should be golden right now. Jacob, I have 2 dozen eggs in my refrigerator, so I am close to retiring now. Haha. Yeah. What price you bought your chickens? Because Bill told $10 for a dozen eggs. Oh my God. Tracy, them chicken scammers. Yeah, absolutely. But I like them. Let them live. Anyway. That's really nice in spring when they will be outside all the time and the rooster will be cuckoo, in 5 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 p.m., before rain, before going to bed. That's really gives nice village feeling. But what? The Netherlands will also consider sending F-16 fighter jets if the Ukrainian government asks for it. Yeah, we really need that, guys, because until we don't close the sky or cover the sky, protect the sky, still, of course, Russia has a priority in the sky. That's understandable. And civilian and infrastructure and energetical infrastructure will be suffering from these missiles attacks. And of course, the question is not only in infrastructure. You see what these idiots made in Dnipro, and not only in Dnipro. Kramatorsk, Zaporozhye, Kiev, every time died people, civilian people. So, of course, we need that. Of course. So thanks for that help and for future help. Thanks for everything. Так, Jacob, there, €3.50, $400 in my area for 10, right? So still much. Our price is now getting down. You remember in autumn, in October, November, they were $2 here. That was really expensive for Ukraine. Right now it's one and maybe $1.03 something. So a little bit cheaper, but still expensive. For Ukraine, it's still expensive. Okay, 4 dozen eggs, Jacob. Okay, 4 dozen. Got you. 4 dozen. Okay. Who guys have animals? What kind of animals you have? Tell me how you feed your animals. What you give them. Does anybody give natural food, or everybody just feeding, or cat maybe just feeding with this ready hard stuff which you can buy in supermarket, or somebody give meat or bones or some liver, something. So tell me how you take care about your pets. Guys, where are you? Drinking coffee or sleeping? Around 10-15 minutes we have with you. So, okay, Tom, I see. Probably my internet a little bit slow, didn't show immediately. Tom, my friend in Kiev sent me videos of rockets over her head. In America, we cannot realize this terror all day and night. Once she called me hysterical. I absolutely agree that, because anyway we get used to that anyway. As I explained, psychology works like that. You cannot be scary all the time. Sometimes some people even stop to hide in shelters or go into basement, because everybody, due to the latest attacks, you see, basement will not help you, will not save you. And it depends what kind of rocket. Is it artillery? If it's shelling artillery, yeah, basement can really help and save you. That's really good. But if it's a rocket, guys, just it's just a chance, just your destiny. So I know some cases when people went abroad, stayed few months in Germany, and when came back, when it seems more quiet to them, and on the way back home they were killed during some shellings or rocket attacks during the way home. You never know. And you remember probably the story with Ukrainian boy, small boy, 6-year-old, who escaped with his mother from Kharkiv, I guess, and he fell down in Poland from some hotel from the 6th floor and died. I cannot understand this. I don't know, unfortunately, this word, but the God's decision. So people actually were saved and safe to escape from rocket attacks, from bombs, from aviation, from shelling, and such death seems so senseless after escaping into absolutely peaceful place and died there from some trauma, from some injury, such a oh my god, and a lot of such stories. So people start to think here also more philosophically. If that doesn't mean that you don't care. Okay, rockets flying, that's fine. Everybody has destiny, but that's true to some extent. People start to think more realistically and they understand if there's really a rocket, if you're in basement, it can be even worse because the house can fall down on top, right? And you can get into trap. Actually, when we got aviation here, like February, March, April, we got agreement with neighbors. I don't have much neighbors here, but some retired people, like aged people. So we got such agreement. So we all go to shelter, to basement under the houses, or whoever has like in the yard. So if something happens, like really incoming hits, and when you come out and you see something, you always know that we are in basement. So of course you cannot probably call or you cannot do anything. So if you see something happens in this location, so you need to call like special service to dig you out. And we had in basement these special devices just to break the walls, maybe, to dig out something. That's horrible. That's horrible. As I said, first weeks I thought I would die from heart attack faster. Really, I forgot to eat, I forgot to drink, I forget air, just to breathe, just to breathe. I never thought my body really able to be scared so much on physical level. When you cannot breathe, really, when you count seconds and 3 airplanes just above your roof, and you sit in and you freezing from horror. That's like really, animal fear. I never thought I was in a different situations for my life, and really scary situations and risky sometimes, being really in danger, but I never thought I can be scared to that extent. So of course people who, and thanks god, people cannot understand that. The less people understand and realize that fear, the better. So but that really can be awful feeling, really. Jacob, it looks like World War first images with the trenches in the war. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, Jacob, exactly what we meant. So you need to apply, just Google U4U program in USA. Very simple, very easy actually. And you need kind of apply as a sponsor for her, like you guarantee she won't stay outside, like on the street without food, without any financial help. So look, like before you made the invitation, like you guarantee to cover her expenses, traveling expenses, and being there. So she's not like kind of homeless lady or something. And then they check everything, they approve very fast right now, and she can come. She can come. That's no problem. Yeah. What, Vita? What's the weather forecast for the coming week? Not too cold, I hope. No. By the way, I was checking. Goodness. Oh my God. You see? Sorry, guys. 1 second. So yeah, right now I had like unforgivable mistake. I made unforgivable mistake. I bring all cables. I put my phone on charge because we had electricity only for 1 hour and 50 minutes. and I was supposed to charge my phones because before many hours of outage, and right now I see the socket was out. So, oh my god. So my phone is almost dead. So yeah, the weather forecast for the next week, I will tell you right now, it's much warmer. The February promises us to be mild. But the spring, they say, I checked all the spring because I'm curious when I can start planting, to relax a little bit my mind and to be busy with some routine things, like tomorrow +1, and next week -2, -6 at night, 0, -2, -4 at night. So not bad, absolutely. And then another week again, +2, -1 at night, some frost. So actually not bad, not like -10, -15, something. So thanks God. I'm counting days. Today is 21st, right? So we got just 1 month and 1 week before spring. Cool. Jacob, correct. And the program is good for 2 years as well. Yes, 2 years she can stay there as a refugee. And if by lucky coincidence she will find a man there and decided to get married, then she legally, absolutely legally, can stay there without not going home or waiting for this approval of K1 visa and all this mess. So far that's a great chance. But what, -6? Hope the Ukrainian soldiers outside will have ways to keep themselves warm. Yeah, not only -6, -8 at night. -8 at night, -9 even. -9 even. So, yeah, still, of course. But for us, that helps people without electricity, without heating, first of all, not to freeze in apartments, in concrete apartments, right? And of course, for soldiers. But it's better than -20, than -15. So I saw how they organize these blindages, these houses under the ground, which soldiers dig. They have some ovens, really good. They can take even some clothes off, so that's not too cold in that house. But of course, when they're fighting, that's horrible. I cannot imagine too. Horrible suffering. Yeah. Jacob, in your experience, do Ukrainian ladies like red roses the most, or different variety of flowers in a bouquet? Can be different right now. Can be different right now, especially younger generation. Elderly ladies, they like, yeah, classical red roses, white roses, some of them afraid of yellow roses, but some really like different types of flowers, and absolutely not necessarily should be roses. The variety of flowers can be also nice and looks great. Absolutely. So, but that depends on the preferences of your lady, because like, if she really likes roses, and I advise you to bring something else, yeah, that will be my fault. So it's better maybe to ask somehow before sending, to please her fully. So guys, 5 minutes before outage of electricity. So for today, I want to say you thank you. I want to say you goodbye. I want to wish all of you nice rest of the day. Okay. I want to see all of you cheerful and healthy and happy tomorrow, 4 p.m. Ukrainian time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna keep discussing different things. Okay. So I hope everyone has good time today and good night. Okay. And for those who just joined our channel, probably don't forget, guys, to subscribe, to give us your like, and to hit the bell in order to get notification when our ladies go live streaming, especially for you. And some last short video about what our channel is. And want to say great thanks for everybody who joined me today, and for absolutely nice and good and perfect communication and this warm atmosphere you guys give me, and hopefully I give to you too. Borch Society, see you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, Jakob. Thanks. So All the best wishes to all of you guys.
Hello, привет, and welcome to UkraineDating.tv. Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day, 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Finally, now you have the opportunity to video chat live 7 days a week with different beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious women tick. Guys, I think you understand. Hello, привет, and welcome to UkraineDating.tv. Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day, 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Finally, now you have the opportunity to video chat live 7 days a week with different beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious women tick. Guys, I think you understand. We're like David fighting Goliath here to bring you the truth once and for all. Our channel's purpose is to debunk the myth and stigma created by the toxic paper letter scam industry. And we hope you agree the best way to accomplish that is by giving you the opportunity to video chat with average Ukrainian girls that represent the real women of Ukraine. And then you be the judge about what's real and what's not. Guys, please know that we're doing this all for you. So do me a favor and subscribe to our new channel and help us help you, your fellow man, and help us bring Goliath to his knees. So guys, can I ask you to share this video with all your friends? Only together we can make a difference, guys.
So guys, goodbye. See you all tomorrow. Have a good day.